Good evening everybody, we have a beer review tonight, funnily enough. My mother-in-law was yesterday, at the Great Yorkshire Show in Harrogate, before it got rained off. It's supposed to be 3 days, it ends up just being the one because of the weather. But she did manage to pick up a 4-pack of local ales for me. They're made by Daleside, brewed in Harrogate. Company called Daleside, quite a big Yorkshire brewer. Gift pack of 4 different ales. This is one of them. I've had, I think, Daleside's old leg over a long time ago. I won't be able to tell you a thing about it. Excuse me. But the 4 I've got, including this one, and the 3 others I've never tried. So we're going to do this one first. I noticed it's got a very low expiry date on it. It's only next month, and I've only just got it. So I don't know if that's a cock-up, putting the case together, but the rest have got good dates on. So I'm going to do this one now, while it's still good. It is... In fact, the label's a bit creased up there, that's weird. Daleside Morocco Ale. Morocco Ale. And there's the label there. Ouch! Just dropped the bottle over on my foot. It's 5.5% on the ABV. There's the little Daleside logo just in case you're confused. You might recognise the logo when you see it, be people out there. Obviously you'll see a bigger version shortly on the other bottles, but for some reason there isn't on this one. And this has got a bit of history. It goes back. It says the recipe for Morocco ale is believed to date from the Elizabethan times. Every May time until 1877, the unique dark spice Morocco ale matured for 21 years. 21 years. Was served at a great feast held in Leven's Gardens, Cumbria. The guests were required to stand on one leg and empty in a draught, whatever one that is, a tall constable glass filled with Morocco whilst pledging to the ancient house. Look to Leven's whilst Kent flows. Yeah, some hurrah Henry rubbish. So yeah, anyway, it's a rich, dark, mysterious ale brewed to the ancient recipe, and it's supposed to have spices in it. So what spices they are, I do not know. It doesn't say, but there's no ingredients on this whatsoever. Best served at 12 degrees or colder if preferred. No, there's no list of ingredients, just specifically. Yeah, anyway. Give this one a try. Nothing exciting on the bottle cap, it's just green. And my good old local Yorkshire glass, Dukeston, drink local beers wherever you are. Smells alright, that does. As far as I can see, these aren't bottle conditioned, so I'm just going to go halves on that one. Keep the head down so I can get a whiff. Right, I'm going to bravely put that on the new carpet. Hopefully the dog will stay on the sofa. Yeah, we'll get a proper look at it shortly. I'll just... There's a bit of a musty, funky smell about it. I don't know if that's just because it's getting old. But no, it's not a bad funk. It's not a bad funk. You definitely smell dark, sort of caramelised sugar, that sort of thing coming through. Definite spice, yeah, like a treacle sort of smell, but definite spices. Gingery, cinnamony sort of spices, sweet spices, but you get an overtone of sort of a savoury spice like a cumin or something. And yeah, really sort of sweet smell. It's a little bit malty, but it's very treacly. It's a strange sort of smell, that. It's almost a bit of an apple going on there as well, a little bit. Have a smell of that for him. It's a very, very strange smelling beer. Yeah. Get on with it when I go to bed. Right, I can't be long with this one anyway because I haven't got much time tonight, folks. But we're going to... things to do, but I'm going to just pour it out and get on with it. So yeah, it's a nice strength. It's classed as a strong ale. It's a 5.5% ABV. So we're out of premium strength we're into strong, because that for an ale is strong. It's not your typical session beer, 5.5. No, it is about premium. Anything more than this will be strong. So maybe the late 5s towards 6 and over. Yeah, looking at it, it's very, very dark, ruby-hued beer. A little bit of carbonation going on, in fact quite a bit of carbonation. About a little finger's worth of head. It's fairly tight and it's just off-white. Not much lacing. It's not a bottle condition, so I'm not expecting much in the way of lacing. But anyway, yeah. Cheers, folks. Ooh. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. It's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's just... You're looking at the camera, is it still rolling?
Yeah, you've got 4 minutes left on the memory card.
That's fine, yeah. I know it was only 10 minutes to start with. Right, just to sum it up then. It's a bit sweet, but it's quite bitter in the taste. It's quite dry. Not bitter. The aftertaste is quite bitter with the hops and things, but it's fairly dry. Leaves your mouth feeling furry, which is alright really. I'm not getting a whole load of the spices in the taste. Nothing like the smell. That being said though, it's okay. Yeah. I'm a little bit disappointed, I have to say. I thought it'd be, you know, an interesting sort of spicy taste. It's very dark, quite a roasted tasting beer. As it looks really, it's dark red, it's a dark tasting beer. A little bit warming because it's fairly strong. I can feel the spices a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I can, on my tongue. You know, if you've had something spicy like ginger, for example, and the feeling it leaves on the end of your tongue when you sort of breathe out, you get that residual warmth, like if you have a ginger beer, something like that. Or even if you have a curry, that feeling in your mouth. That's what I'm left with, so the spices are definitely present. Just taste-wise, they're not strong, but you can feel them, it's warming, so I think that's the idea behind them. And it's not particularly sweet, it's quite dry. Full-bodied, for sure. Fairly carbonated, soon disappears. And yeah, it's warming. You feel the warmth of the spices on your tip of your tongue and it just warms you through. So yeah, it's pretty robust is what I would say. Definitely a sipping beer. Yeah. Yeah, a bit malty, a bit grapefruity with the hops. But nothing too dramatic, it's just a dark, rich tasting beer that feels spicy, a spicy warmth at the end. Yeah, it's quite good. I think I'm going to glog on this. Yeah, it's a fairly savoury tasting beer, I would say. It's a good way to describe it. It's fairly savoury tasting. But right, so that's Daleside Morocco Ale, 5.5% ABV. 3 more Daleside to come. So cheers.